from time immemorial, had always condemned the action of Chegumi. You cannot support evil. And when they say Northern elders came out to support, you cannot support evil. When you see evil, you must oppose it. You must go out against it. You must declare jihad against evil. Now, this mad idiot in America called Donald Trump said he's going to invade Nigeria. Listen very well. That he's going to invade Nigeria. And as a Nigerian, I promised him, and I still promise, that if Americans forcefully, disrespectfully enter this country, we'll fight them and we'll defeat them. To fight them. Are they not human beings like us? When the time comes, you know whether we'll be able to engage you will know whether we'll be able to engage them if they will live here. Let them come down. Maybe they'll fly in the air. They will come down. When they come down, whether they will live here. I think their own, if one person dies, it pains them so much. Let them come, whether they will live here.
Now let's return to that breaking story that I mentioned earlier. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has met President Trump as the country collaborates with the United States to tackle killings by terrorist groups in northern Nigeria. The visit of Mrs. Tinubu may not be unconnected to the moves by the US government to crack down on killings in Christian communities in northern Nigeria. The Nigerian government immediately opened channels of discussion with the US government officials regarding working together to try to stem recurring attacks in some states by with targeted strikes carried out by US forces in Sokoto State.
But we're honored to be joined today by the First Lady of Nigeria, who also happens to serve as a Christian pastor at the largest church in Nigeria, a very respected woman. First Lady, please, where are you? Thank you very much. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Very respected person, too. Thank you.
Our final conversation. The beauty of the rule of law offered accused or convicted persons various legal channels to seek redress. The convicted leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a 22 ground of appeal to quash the November 20, 2025 judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which sentenced him to life imprisonment. Kanu, who was convicted on a 7-count terrorism charge preferred against him by the federal government, insisted that the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, erred in law and occasioned a grave miscarriage of justice against him. Okay. I'm sure you all remember the drama that played out in court, you know, when the proscribed IPOB leader, you know, when he... But tell me about the key. Now he has actually filed a notice of appeal. But talk to me about the key legal arguments in the notice of appeal filed, you know, by Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, he's saying that he actually signed this appeal by himself, and I want to say that most of the lawyers that, you know, have always gone to him, he's always on his characteristic manner. He would always find a way to sack them, you know. And for this, he said that the justice erred in law, you know, to have, you know, sentence him. That I want to read one part. He said, by failing to resolve the procedural and competence consequences of, that is the error of the foundational disruption of the original trial process in September 2017, which was when Operation Python Dance, thereby occasioning, that was, he said that one is a miscarriage of justice, that Justice Omotosho did not actually bring that particular trial, that he would have looked at it, you know, and that there were some cases, in fact, that they even freed him. So he should, that just the justice actually left that particular and then decided to, sentence him. He also said something about the manner that at which the whole thing went on. So I know Nnamdi Kanu really wants to leave that. I keep saying it, and thankfully we are talking about how the Southeast can be peace. Leaders of thought, in the Southeast could have intervened back then before this sentencing, and they can still intervene, but provided he himself
is ready.
If he's ready, then people will intervene. But when once, I know a couple of people who will say that they have gone there and they have tried to appeal to him, to talk to him, but he's still stuck in his ways of, I'm a free person. I cannot be charged to court and all that. But we don't know how far this appeal will go. If at all they will to go. But I know the last time he tried it and the court, threw it away.
Yes.
But now I hope he has everything put in place so that once the appeal gets to the court of appeal, they will be able to give him this thing here.
Adekunle Yusuf, with the notice of appeal, Nnamdi Kanu is not merely seeking a reduction in his sentence or a retrial, but he's looking for a complete overturn. Or a total acquittal.
Yes, completely.
But how do you respond to this?
Well, when you look at what is signed, he is of the opinion that the entire conviction by Justice Omatosho has no legal leg upon which to stand. He is of the belief that the 2017 episode and all of that that transpired, his objection at the level of court proceedings that was not resolved by the court. He's of the belief that should have first been resolved before going to enter into any, but that is his opinion. You see, when you look at the entire thing from that time and now, I think we have discussed Kanu's Nnamdi Kanu matter many times. I remember the day he was convicted. I was here, we discussed it. I'm still of the strong belief that Nnamdi Kanu's matter can best be resolved politically. We have a president that understands governance, politics, and issues around those two topics. The Nnamdi Kanu matter, of course, we have some quagmires here and there to resolve, and one of them, I will be very honest to admit, is the Finland scenario of this young man called Simon Ekpa or Ekpo or whatever. You see, he would not be rotting away in jail while we are trying to rub powder on the senior brother back. That will put us in a very tough moral situation in diplomatic circles.
Yes.
That will certainly, I admit. But every problem can be resolved if the sincerity and the political will, you can, see, Nnamdi Kanu, since his arrest, or even before the arrest, maybe travel or escape or whatever to, and then arrest,
how they brought him back.
And all of this, what we want in the Southeast, because we just discussed the future of the economic future of the Southeast.
Yes.
If truly what the Vice President went to do in the Southeast is what everybody has signed to and everybody wants truly in their own heart, the first thing is to achieve peace. And achieving peace I don't believe can be done through the courts. The political, solutions, and by that, everybody will bring on board. We have to find a way around a problem. This Nnamdi Kanu conundrum can be resolved. I don't think the legal process, if you like put Nnamdi Kanu in jail forever, the problems are still there. We need to go back. This is our country, and then we don't have another place. That's why I said the president, is someone everybody knows, has enough knowledge about Nigeria, about development, about governance, about politics. So at this stage, are there ways people can interfere? I'm not talking about governors, because I don't believe in some of these short-term leaders who will come and expire within. I'm talking about people who are genuinely concerned about. You come up with a template.
All right.
The Southeast must move forward, and without that, Nigeria will not move forward. Anything we can do to achieve that, that will be fine.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gentle Ben, for having this conversation with us. Asukwa James,
Thank you for having me.
coming around to save the day yet again. Thank you so much. Adekunle Yusuf.
Yeah, the traffic.
Thank you so Thank you so much. Okay. And that's it on Journalist Hangouts today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. Yes, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangouts on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria.